I am going to be doing a first impressions for you all today, and I'm going to be doing my first impressions on the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And I just recently picked this up on Christmas Eve, and it just comes in a container like this. It's just a glass container, and it just says MAC there, and it says Pro Longwear Concealer. The shade that I got was NW15. And if you haven't seen it before, it also comes with a little pump like that. On the MAC website, it says that this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is a lightweight fluid concealer that provides medium to full coverage with a comfortable natural matte finish. It says Color True formula lasts up to 15 hours, helps conceals and correct the look of under eye circles and discoloration. So that was kind of, I mean, it's not too much, but it's probably more than enough for my under eyes. Go ahead and start blending that out here on my under eye area. It does seem to go on like really smooth, and the consistency of this Pro Longwear is really liquidy, which I don't know why, but for some reason I expected it to be thicker than what it is. The consistency is very nice. And as you can tell there, that really brightened up this under eye over here. Like, it doesn't look dark or shadowy at all. Like, I don't know if you can see, this is the one I just put the Pro Longwear Concealer on, and then this one has nothing. So you can definitely see that that did brighten up the eyes. It went on super easy and smooth. It is a really liquidy consistency, but it's not runny. You can see that it stays in place there. It doesn't look like wet or glossy. Like, it just kind of has a satin matte kind of finish to it. It doesn't look like it's settled in any of my lines or anything. It looks like a really great finish, so I'm really pleased with that. I'm going to go ahead and do my other under eye. And I've also heard that this MAC Pro Longwear is also a really great base for eyeshadows. I will let you know later on in the day if it held up, you know, my eyeshadows and didn't crease. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my eyelids as well, just the whole eye area. My first impressions of this Pro Longwear Concealer, I really like it. So I will come back later on in the day and let you all know how it's held up. So right now it's 11:09 a.m. and it's Saturday, December 28th. I'm back and it's now 8:19 p.m. And to update you guys on this Pro Longwear Concealer, I have to say I am so impressed with it. It is still under my eyes. It hasn't budged. It hasn't gotten into any fine lines. It hasn't emphasized any fine lines. It still has my dark circles covered. So I really, really like this concealer so much. Final first impressions, I'm super amazed with this. If I had to give this thing a rating, I would rate it 5 stars. I love that Pro Longwear Concealer so much. So I will definitely come back in a month in this same video. So here in a second, you're going to see me like a month ahead. So that's pretty cool that I decided to do that. And I will give you all my final review on this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Just to show you the date and everything, if you look on my phone there, you can see that it is Saturday, December the 28th. Okay guys, I'm back, and as you can see on my phone there, it is Wednesday, January the 29th. And to update you on the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, to give you like my full review on it, I'm still in love with this concealer. I feel exactly the same way that I did whenever I did the first impressions on this concealer. It does an amazing job of concealing under eye circles or blemishes on your face. This past month of January, I felt so horrible for my poor mom. She got a really bad cold sore on her upper lip. She didn't actually get it on her lip. She got it on her upper lip, and it was just so sore, and it was really red, and I felt so bad for her. And she was trying to find a way to like cover it up. So she used this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer on it to see if it would hide the code sore, and it did. Like, it covered it up, it hid the redness of the code sore and made it a lot less visible. So this does an amazing job of covering up under eye circles or blemishes on your face. It doesn't settle into any fine lines or wrinkles that you might have around your eyes. And my eyeshadows do not crease when I use this as my eyeshadow primer. I used it as my eyeshadow primer today. This concealer is really easy to blend out, like it's really liquidy, but once this concealer sets up, it kind of dries to almost like a powdery type finish, almost like the Revlon Color Stay foundation. And once it sets up, it doesn't budge, it doesn't go anywhere. So you can't like put a bunch of, like you couldn't put another layer of the concealer on or it would get cakey because it does set up in that way. But other than that, it is an amazing concealer and I still give this concealer a 5-star rating. It's definitely one of my all-time favorite concealers, and if you haven't used it, you definitely should give it a try. It's definitely worth the money. I know that this concealer is pretty hyped up on YouTube and a lot of people talk about it a lot, but I have to say, after I have been using it this past month, I can totally understand why people rave about this concealer. If you guys enjoyed this first impression on the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And let me know down in the comments if you have used this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and what you think about it. And I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.